Tanya, and yay of yays! My Mayhip kit's arrived. Super excited, and yes, I did just kiss that photograph. Who wouldn't look at that animal? Oh my gosh, he is stunning. I'm just going through the papers to see which ones I use, so I'm just going to wax eloquent about the leopard for a little bit. I know you know that I love big cats and little cats, even my annoying cat, the 104. So it's a no-brainer that I'm going to want to scrap them. And it's a no-brainer that I'm just going to stare at the photograph as I watch myself scrap, because it was the most magical trip. Okay, look, I've said it over and over and over again, but it really was. And this was our second sighting of a leopard. We saw the one up the tree, and then this one we saw, I think, the next day or a day after. And yeah, there he was, just ambling along, not a care in the world. He actually, I have a photograph of him, I might scrap that one too, where he's sitting in the green grass that you see there, and just off into the distance is a couple of buffalo, and you can see him contemplating, thinking to himself, can I get one of those? Now, buffaloes are huge. Okay, look, he's big, but buffaloes are enormous. I mean, there's no way he's going to get that buffalo. But he did think about it for a while, so kudos to him. He had big dreams. Or maybe he was just super, super hungry. Okay, so I didn't really have an idea when I started the layout, but then when I was looking at the papers that I chose, and I saw those spots, the black spots, obviously I figured that would go with the leopard, because obviously he has spots, so that was kind of a no-brainer really. And then I wanted to do something slightly different. I think I do have an idea that there was something similar to this sort of design concept which was done during the NSD on the Facebook group. So I think I probably was channeling a little bit of that. But I liked it, and also what I wanted to do, because in the photograph there's movement, I caught him mid-step. Can I just say I was pretty proud of that photograph? Because, it's not easy. For one thing, and the fun foam, yay, yellow fun foam. For one thing, you have thousands of cars around you, so you're all kind of jostling for a position. And for another thing, you can't get out the car. I mean, getting out the car is for one thing, it's a no-no, and for another thing, it's just complete idiocy. So I'm kind of sort of hanging my head out the window, trying to get, around the cars around me to get this photograph. So yeah, I was pretty chuffed with myself, I must say. And oh my gosh, do I have endless fits with this title. I cut a lot of it out because it really, I don't know why, but I just couldn't get it to work, and I didn't know where I wanted it to go. And I want the title to be Sheer Poetry in Motion, because, I mean, come on, he's gorgeous. So I had the title, I just didn't know where to put it. And now I'm thinking maybe I should put it on there, but I don't actually want to put anything on the photograph, because I don't want to minimize, I don't want to minimize the space of the photograph. Oh, and I was just marking off those that I've used, because if you don't do that with these jelly bean soup letters, then you'll find yourself looking for an E, and there won't be an E anymore. And I've used all three of the capital E's in this one layout, so to mark it off is a good idea. So now I've got here Sheer Poetry, and the other thing I'm battling with is, because of the pattern of the paper, you couldn't really see those blue letter stickers. Then I had a brainwave. Turn it upside down, turn it a different way. And then I suddenly thought, okay, well, there we go, that works. And then because I moved up the sheer, I thought, okay, no, well, obviously I need to fill in that bit, so I go with he is sheer poetry in motion. And then I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted it to stay this way, which, is not too bad, or go back to my original plan, because that's what I was going to tell you. originally, the reason why I cut those papers in the shape they are is to convey the movement. You know, I wanted to show, and because of how he is in the photograph, you can't really have him too far to the left, because otherwise he looks like he's falling off the page. Okay. So that was all the technical details. Sorry, despite the fact that I have a little sign on my door when it's closed which says voice recording in process, I got interrupted. So now I have completely lost my train of thought. So we're just going to go with the flow. I was saying something about movement and motion and the photograph. So yeah, I backed it on fun foam because I wanted it to be elevated slightly, and then I put that She Bloom paper behind it just to give a bit of colour, because otherwise I've got a lot of teal and yellow and black and blue. But no, you know, I wanted a bit more colour. And these puffy stickers are lovely exclusive ones designed by Kim Watson, and they are super pretty. So I figured, yes, let's try and use as many as we can, all on the first layout. Yeah, there's that worry, isn't there, sometimes? And those are acrylic arrows, beautiful. There's this worry that, you know, you're going to, well, I don't know, I have this worry that if I use too much, you know, right in the beginning, I'm going to really run out of stuff. So I try to be a little bit sparse, and that today wasn't working, so don't even know why I thought to do that. And here I just, again, I think I wanted to bring in a bit of colour and just to highlight the photograph more. And that awesome, poor thing. I mean, it was awesome and it could have worked, but it just wasn't working for me. And then I thought maybe I could put those sequins on the black spots, but as soon as I put the sequin on the spot, you couldn't see the sequin anymore. And can I just say, they keep falling off the backing, those sequins. Little bit perturbed by that I am. Yeah. So now I've taken these triangle acrylic shapes, and again I want to bring in colour, because I don't want my layout to be too samey, and I felt it looked a bit empty, to be honest. So I wanted to add some more. And what's our motto? Keep adding more. Although you see I take some of them away, because you know, I was trying to go with one of those design principles of odd numbers. That's it, odd numbers, yes. So again, using some of those lovely puffy stickers, the little crosses, to add some more interest and dimension. I think I've said dimension a fair few times now. Oh, let me tell you a little life story. So I had today off. Well, I took today off, especially because my youngest is, well, they both are, but they're travelling separately. My youngest is going to go and visit her father. Oh, and I left this in. To show you how idiotic I can be at times, because, oh my gosh, that doesn't look nice. And you see me look at it, and the instant I look at it, I realize, no, woman, what were you thinking? So that gets taken up immediately. So don't worry, it does not stay. Blah. Awful. See? Oh, gone. Anyway. And now with the puffy hearts, yay. So she's going to go and visit him in the UK, and we have some new madcap rule here in South Africa that if a child under the age of 18 cannot travel on their own without obviously parental consent and a full birth certificate which gives the full names of father and mother. It's caused major chaos in everybody's lives, including overseas people trying to visit here. So I had one and then somehow lost it. I don't know, don't ask me how. I don't know, these things happen to me. And I'm just putting a frame on there, in case you're wondering. In case you can't really see what I'm doing. So I have misplaced this wretched birth certificate. I've got another one, but it's one that doesn't give all the names. So we go there because we've applied for it, but it's going to take too long to get here. I mean, she's leaving in 3 weeks. So we go there, spend 2 hours waiting for the place to open, and obviously, you know, there's big long queues and things, and then we get in and they tell us, no, you can't come now and ask for a letter to say she can leave. No, you've got to come a week before she's going, not 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, I was about ready to hit someone. Anyway, what can you do, you know? It's home affairs. So yes, we then went to KFC and consoled ourselves with a nice breakfast roll. came home, and that's when I got to make this layout. So there was a happy ending to that sorry saga. And I bet you're glad I told you that sorry saga, aren't you? Well, it's better than what me telling you, oh look, I've put the happy sticker down now, and now I'm looking at that thinking maybe I can put something on the photograph. Isn't it? I think it is. I do like that little cut apart, because it says I did and you did or something, and then it says we did this. And yes, we did do this, hubby and I. Fantastic. And I am, I believe, coming towards the end. I don't think these very cute little hearts on these, again, exclusive puffy letter stickers that we have. Oh, and I felt the reason why I add these photo corners is I really felt that the photograph wasn't popping enough, because you know it's the main thing on the page. So I added those, and I think, well, struggled to add that one, and I think that actually finished it off quite nicely. So there we go. Yay! Look at my beautiful beast. Hope you enjoyed, and we will chat again soon. Bye now.